PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Yes, this is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, July 8th. I said 9th this morning by mistake. This is the 8th, trying to get ahead of myself. Pretty healthy storms forming out today. Let's look at the Skycam network first. There's the Clanton Skycam. Big storm centered south of Clanton. In fact, a couple of raindrops in the lens there. In fact, for a while, Chilton County was under a severe thunderstorm warning for that storm down around Verbena. There's the Demopolis Skycam looking right down the mighty Tombigbee River in North Marengo County. And the trees on the left, those are in Sumter County. And from Tuscaloosa, partly sunny sky with your typical summer array of cumulus clouds. There's our water vapor satellite shot. Pretty good looking little shortwave coming through here. And that is beginning to enhance a surface low developing over parts of east and southeast Alabama, as you'll see in just a moment. And look at here. Temperatures again today below 90 in many spots. These are at 2 o'clock. Birmingham flirting with 90. We'll probably touch it. Birmingham at 89. The warm spot, Montgomery at 91. Alex City, 79 because of a nearby shower. Here's a look at those showers on radar. The one that's farthest north is sitting around Ohatchee and Ragland, north of Interstate 20. Most of them south of I-20. Got a few in Shelby County. The big one is down there below Clanton near Verbena. Others from Alexander City over to Lafayette. And we'll keep a close eye on those as they could be pretty strong. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center put out a mesoscale update for that area with the surface low showing up there a little to the east of Roanoke. And they're kind of targeting the hot spot for wet microbursts over central and southeast Alabama and over into Georgia. And that would include places like Clanton, Montgomery, Auburn, Opelika, and Lafayette, all the way down to Dothan and Andalusia. And we'll watch the storms down there. There's a slight risk for that area. Parts of central and southeast Alabama over to the Atlantic coast. Look up north, moderate risk for the Dakotas. And a slight risk all the way from the Red River, separating Texas and Oklahoma to the Canadian border. Day 2, slight risk up north. And day 3, Des Moines, Chicago, Milwaukee, Detroit, and a slight risk of severe weather. QPF charts, same idea. The better rains over the southeastern part of the state. The amounts go from nothing in the shoals to about 1.5 inches down in Dothan. And this is valid through Monday morning of next week. And that's the right idea, I think. No doubt we'll see the amounts tapering off. And, of course, with convection, the numbers will be all over the board. It's really hard to draw these maps in summer. Quick peek at the tropics. Nothing of any serious interest out there across the Atlantic Basin. So let's look at the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Thursday. Heat bubble over Texas. They've been running up around 105 to 108 on the Red River here last few days. Pretty hot out there, but we can be thankful it's not here. Down at the surface, again, the deeper moisture over the eastern part of the state, over into Georgia and the Carolinas with that broad surface low. And we've seen the model kind of waffling back and forth on the placement of moisture, but I think really what we're going to do over the next several days is mention just a few widely scattered afternoon showers, the better chance on the eastern side. That's the general idea. There's Friday, heat bubble expanding. Saturday, the highest heights are still west of here. That's good. Low 90s are likely. The really hot weather over places like Oklahoma City and Abilene. And Sunday, no major change. We'll kind of have to watch those little disturbances in the southern edge of the westerlies on top of the heat bubble. And there's Monday. The 594 circle shrinks up a bit down at the surface. That looks pretty dry. In fact, the model really is dry on this run for the weekend. But I still think, considering the time of the year and what's happening today, you better mention some risk of a shower in spots. I mean, after all, the model was bone dry for today just a couple of days ago. And already today we've had a severe thunderstorm warning. And Tuesday of next week looks pretty quiet. Check the end of the forecast on the 24th of July. Same story. The core of the heat is west of here. And again, they can have it. Now understand, sure, it's going to be hot and muggy here, but that should keep the really intense heat off to the west and down below. Very typical looking chart there for late July. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. If you're local to us, that's ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.